episode of Cocktails and
We're looking in the
Curtains
wrong direction
that did
here.
not catch us off guard. I promise.
Absolutely not. No, we were so focused.
So focused.
Yes, you are.
I'm Matt Alston.
Yes,
Hey.
again, he is, and I am Beth Young. And for the next half an hour, we have the good fortune to talk to our guests, Julie Corrigoden.
Yes.
And Deanna Marchant.
Dina Merchant.
Dina
Dina
Merchant.
Merchant.
Oh,
Close.
okay, I'm so close.
Couple extra vowels.
It was fancy. It was fancy.
I like to add a few extra syllables to everybody's name.
I like it, though.
But I recall you mentioned you were named after Dean Martin.
Dean Martin, right.
Yeah,
My
so
mom will be
Dean-
so proud that we mentioned
okay. Have her
Well,
tune
that's
in.
all we had you here for. So it was nice.
Okay.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much. So, and you are putting on the Mayfair Affair.
Yes.
At the
Walnut
Walnut
Hill.
Tree. Is it
Walnut Hill.
Walnut Hill.
Yes.
Walnut Tree is something else. Okay. Walnut
It's a
Hill
tree made of walnut.
Theater, which is a gorgeous theater.
It's a very large stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
About 700 seats.
Wow.
And actually, I think it's one of the largest stages in Connecticut. So it's really kind of like just calls
blessed.
to please do something, perform on it. And so we're really excited to be able to do this comedy farce that's never been done in the Northeast before. So it's the Northeast premiere of the
That
Mayfair
is
Affair.
exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting. So your role is as
So I am the director, and then I'm in it as Cassie Blaylock, who is one of the detectives who is coming to the Mayfair Estate for the weekend.
okay.
So would you like me to give you a little quick
Yes,
synopsis?
I'm going to hear a little bit about that. Yes.
So John Mayfair owns the Mayfair Estate, and he's coming for the weekend.
With his wife.
With his wife, that's right. We don't want to forget, this is his wife.
Did you play his wife?
Well, soon to be ex-wife, but we don't want
Oh,
I know.
alright.
So
now,
he's
do
coming.
we know that right away?
Yes,
Oh,
he
we
does
do.
make that
Well, we know it now.
No,
We know it now.
Sorry. So yes, in the beginning scenes, he explains that he and his wife are having some marital problems. So he thinks he's been unfaithful. So he's coming to the summer house that he has he's already sold all of his assets for
Pennies on the dollar.
pennies on the dollar. And now his last jewel to sell is the Mayfair diamond, which is this rare jewel. And he is going to coordinate an auction where he's invited people specifically to come and buy the diamond, but really so that he can get it back after the divorce
Well,
is over.
one qualifier, he buys it. He plans to buy it back for pennies on the
Correct,
dollar.
right.
It's a
Okay.
scheme to protect the assets from me.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
but the
Okay.
problem is that he's hired two detectives, and they are supposed to play himself and his wife, right? So that he's not really going to be himself for the weekend. He wants to coordinate the auction.
Like Clue.
Yes,
Right.
So you're always going,
Yeah.
who's who? So not many people are actually who they say they are.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, and Dina plays the
The detective.
Samantha in disguise.
Yes, I'm the
Samantha
Samantha.
is the wife.
No, yeah,
in
she
disguise.
plays.
In disguise.
I play the real wife. She plays the
Right.
counterfeit.
That you're. Oh,
the
okay.
detective.
The detective.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Undercover.
Got it.
Yes.
And it's a farce.
It's a
right?
farce.
It's a comedy. It's set in
Yeah.
the 40s.
It's in
Yeah.
the 40s, yep. It's a really fun, it's just laugh and a good time. And the
Wacky
characters are
dialogue.
very, all very original and very different. There's a butler, and he's...
Did he do it?
We can't tell you.
Oh, you can't tell.
We can't give that much away.
Yeah, don't go there.
Don't.
So let me ask you just first logistics. When does it open?
Friday.
Friday.
The
And
29th,
runs
March
for-
29th.
It actually is one weekend, so we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Because it's such a large space, we're really just trying to
Yeah.
bring in as many people at one time.
Right,
Because as
right.
an actor, you kind of want to feel like there's people out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though there
absolutely.
could be people out there, the larger the crowd is, sometimes it feels.
Yeah, and the ticket price is $12, so we
That's-
encourage people to come.
Yeah.
And Friday night they're offering, for the first 80 people or so that buy tickets, every adult ticket gets free childcare, and the kids get to go see whatever they're doing, a movie. They've got a fun program plan. For
Yeah.
free childcare, that's pretty
that's-
cool.
Now, who
Yeah.
provides
That's
that?
pretty great.
The ministry, the children's
there.
ministry.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, how did you select this play and then make
You
it?
came across it,
You
right?
came across
Julie
it.
found it.
Okay.
I had a lunch with Dina, where I first met
Yeah.
you, and Becca Mowry, the kind of the overseer of the worship arts
Yep.
ministry. And we met at Deer Street, and Dina said, I just, I'm good with the material for Sundays, but I really need help finding something that's not targeted for a worship service. That's just,
Yeah.
good old-fashioned
Something
play.
fun.
Fun.
But but clean, so that we can do
Right.
it
Yeah.
in the
Let's not
atmosphere that
forget
we're
where
in.
we are.
Okay.
Right, exactly.
You know,
I get it.
and sometimes that eliminates some things as you
Yes.
look through.
You're not doing cabaret.
Yeah,
No.
you wouldn't believe how difficult it was.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Yeah. No, I do, because I see theater all the time, and I can imagine there's probably
It's just
two
that
things.
fine
Maybe-
line.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So Julie had a network.
Yeah, literary managers and dramaturgs of America, and they have a listserv, an email where you kind of put questions out into the ether sphere, whatever, and it's international. So all these literary managers and dramaturgs across equity houses, they see it, they chime in with their suggestions. I got
very
really great
cool.
suggestions that weren't right, but like there's the play The Christians, which opened in New York a couple of years ago,
Right,
big
right,
hit, just fascinating read, but wasn't right for the venue. But brilliant, so there was a lot of just near misses that,
Right.
I was like, oh, you spend the time reading and then you're like, oh.
Right. Can't cut that out. Now we
Yeah,
got a lot of
yeah.
logistics
And then
going
we
on
looked
there.
at like
Legal.
Hello Dolly, but you really just need to have the right characters, and you need to be able to pull it off, because it's one of those iconic, pieces.
Right,
So when we
right.
saw the Mayfair Affair, we were like, this we could do.
It checked the boxes.
Yeah, well, it had 10 people for the cast.
5
which is-
guys,
Cast?
5 girls.
Okay.
Yeah, we have done in the past at Walnut Hill large Christmas musicals.
Yeah, the big
so
Christmas,
we were that's kind of what people know us for more is at Christmas time we've had A Christmas Carol, Narnia, She Loves Me, It's a Wonderful Life. So big Christmas musicals that people are familiar with and they are drawn to.
Right.
We actually worked for a couple of years with New Arts,
Yes,
which is
yes.
the group in
They
Newtown.
do Newsies? Right.
Yeah, so we worked alongside them and did Christmas Carol with them, which is kind of what started us thinking about kind of just having more of a community theater.
Yeah.
So we had open auditions for this show.
Wow.
And by word of mouth and people were able to see the auditions and come. So we have 4 members of the community
Yep.
as part of the show.
Outside, there's actors within Walnut Hill community, and then there's actors from the extended community.
So who do we have?
So
We have
yeah,
Brian DeTome. I know
Yes,
that
you do
everybody
know
I
Brian.
like
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Brian's great.
we have Nick Jericho,
Okay.
Bob Williams, Daryl Smith, and Paul Bauman. Those are our men. And then you have Julie, myself, and then we have Brianna Bowman.
Okay. Yeah.
You know Brianna, okay.
Yep. I just saw her in
and
the underpants. She was
yes. And Amy Petrucci.
Amy
And-
Petrucci was from Lunasa.
Yes, and Rachel
Okay.
Ames
And
as
Rachel
well.
Ames also from Lunasa. Yep.
Yes.
Oh, right.
So we have 3 Town Players alumni.
It's awesome.
Well, that's how you build a network of actors,
exactly.
right? Exactly. You have to get out into the other spaces
Yeah.
where they are,
Right.
where they're performing.
It's great.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's just
great.
new friends. It's like a new family. You
It's
know?
interesting though because we're mic'd because the space is so huge. So they're used to Town Players,
Right.
50 seats, right?
Right.
It's a whole new world, and we've rehearsed with our full volume, filling the space, and then last night we had the mics, and it was like, whoa!
Tone it down.
Everybody tone it
Dial that back a little bit. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, is this your first directing experience?
So I have assistant directed before, but this
Okay.
is my first directing. Yes,
Yeah.
lead.
And
lead,
you're
the lead
assisted.
director.
You're assisted by Paul.
And I'm assisted by my good friend Paul Bauman, who we've done shows now for 15 years together, at Walnut Hill. So this is our first endeavor together, and it's been a lot of fun.
That's great.
It's a lot different when you're the director, because you have to see all the characters and not
there's so
just
much
yourself.
more prep as a director. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
How has that been being in the show and the director?
It's a little tricky because thankfully we have each other. And then sometimes, I'll be honest, I ask Brianna, I'll say, can you watch this and tell me, what do you see? Is there any blocking issues? What can we fix?
Right.
Because I think that's great
Yeah,
to
you need
incorporate
that
your
perspective.
actors.
Yeah.
And, everybody inside, if you're an actor, you always have a director kind of view in mind. Sometimes you could see how something might work. So
Yeah, she took pictures one rehearsal, and she noticed that all of us, because we were all kind of clumped on one
Right,
side of the stage,
right.
but you don't realize it.
Right.
The stage is gigantic, so
Right.
you just have a tendency to want to be together.
Yeah. You're like, there's safety in numbers.
Right.
So it's interesting because it's hard. I think the last scene, I finally had to say, I've got to be in it. I kept kind of throwing my lines from the seats, and I was like, I just got to get up there, and I got to just be there, because otherwise they'll forget I'm supposed to be sitting there,
Right. But no, that's a very good point. And now, are you using your dramaturge skills for this also?
Yes.
So how has that played a role in this piece? Because you mentioned, the time.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Well, the play itself says mid-century, but we chose the 40s, so there was a lot of choice around set pieces and costumes and hairstyles and music and a lot of things that Dina kind of turned to me like the divorce papers. What are they going to be in? What were divorce papers carried in 1940s?
Right.
But so there's a lot of that. The dialogue. It's not like Lunasa. Lunasa was very the text was deep and meaty, right? So there's a lot of cultural references and a lot of research, but this is very lighthearted.
Right.
So there's not the same needs. It's more cosmetic.
Right, to put it in context of its time and place. Yeah.
Which is fun.
Fun, right?
I've never been in a period show like this. It's so fun.
A lot of fun.
We're like texting Amazon links to each other, like, how's this fascinator?
Yeah, you can find anything on Amazon. I was able to get a whole pack of like Great Gatsby, guys.
I got a plastic knife and a knife holder for the leg. And
very good.
No spoilers.
No.
No spoilers.
Okay, you didn't hear
Amazon's
that.
great.
Yes.
You can get anything on Amazon in 2 days. It's
at your door. Easy. So is this your first acting experience, or you have performed before too?
I performed a lot in my 20s and 30s, and then I became a mom, so I took a decade away from the stage, and then this was the first return back to the stage after 10 years. So it's very exciting.
And she's doing great.
Thank you.
I'm sure, and having fun with it too. You kind of miss that, like you talk about coming together, and it's like it's new friends.
Like a
and
family.
I forgot what it's like to leave my husband and son and go with other people. I'm like, wow, this is what I forgot
People
what
are
it
doing
felt
things
like.
out here. Right. Well, I would imagine from your dramaturge experience that some of that you were doing from home. You're
exactly.
searching
Most
the
of
net.
it, right. I'd be at a rehearsal here and there, but this is a whole new ball game, and it's really, really good because then you get to hear and understand, like we're talking about lobby displays, and because I know the feel of the show better because I'm in it.
You're right.
Oh, this has to be the lobby display. Instead
and you chose the decade, so you can sort of just run with that, right? That
Exactly.
You're not confined by all the other requirements to make it authentic to that.
Right.
So that's great.
So
And
this is,
go ahead.
sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We might be asking the same question. So this is the inaugural production of theater. Plans for other things happening?
Yeah, I mean, we always are looking for something to open our doors up to the community. I think that's like our main goal is to just say, hey, this is where we are. Come and see the space and feel
space.
welcomed. And I don't know if we'll do anything for Christmas yet. It's probably about that time to decide. And I just love the fact that we're kind of doing something off season, in that winter into the spring where people are kind of ready to get out of their house and go see something and experience things with people. So I'd love to do some more off season stuff too. I think it'd be nice to, the smallness of this play allows us to, just be more strategic about when we do it. Because it isn't like a Christmas musical.
Right.
Well, let me ask you this, because you talked about the, where it is and honoring what lives in that space, right? That it is. Is this the sanctuary?
Yeah, it's
it
the
is.
sanctuary.
Okay, so because I know there's been other groups that I think of, like Two Planks that performed in a church, and they were not. What were you going to say?
No, something else.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is, if somebody came to you, I mean, I'm just trying to open the doors for you, right?
Yeah.
So if somebody came to you with a production and a set and would they be confined by what they could do in there as well?
Well, there would be some parameters, yes.
Right.
Because that's when we were with New Arts. They came the first year. They did their Christmas, their summer show.
Right.
Because the Newtown High School was being renovated.
Yes, right.
And so they came and they had done School of Rock.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
And there were a couple of things in School of Rock that needed to be adjusted just a little bit.
Right.
Nothing big, but they had to go through and kind of go, okay, well, this we probably can't say this. And it didn't change the whole story, but they had to just do a little tweaking.
Right. Again,
Yeah.
just but you want people to be aware of that and then to choose things because are you talking about opening your space to other people to come in, or would it be all things that you would be putting together?
The company is the theater at Walnut Hill.
Right.
So that's and the thing that makes it tricky is there's worship service there. There's Boy Scout gatherings. There's tons of
Activities that
Right.
go on.
So we have worked with the church to, design a set that is friendly to Sunday worship. Design a set that doesn't create this issue or that issue. So there's a lot of. It's not like you have it's not a venue.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
It's not a
right,
carte
right.
blanche venue. It's not
Right.
like, oh, rent the space and you
Yeah.
get the space. It's
Right,
like
right,
we're
right.
sharing very delicately.
Yeah.
Right. But a
Yeah.
great opportunity
It is great.
for you yourselves to develop a theater company within your community. It's a large community.
Yeah. And the space is just amazing. And the
Yeah.
location, for people, it's centrally located, and it's a
Yeah, and Walnut Hill, I just learned this because I took the membership class. There's 2,000 regular attendees on any given
that's-
Sunday at the four.
wow.
And overall, there's almost 4,000 people who come maybe once a month when you count it up.
Right,
Not
right.
everyone comes every week.
Right.
So this is a huge, built-in audience.
Absolutely.
And also to have them invite their friends
Right.
so that they can come in and feel welcome. And just there's so many ministries at the church, and there's a lot of good programs.
Right. Now let me ask you something. Do you
We got the wrap-up signal about 4 minutes ago.
Are we done?
But I know there's so many questions.
I
we
have
wanna
a million
ask.
questions.
I know.
I'm not done.
Okay, keep going. I'm just. We got the little thing from the booth.
I was paying no attention to them.
No, it's okay.
All right.
It's all right.
I'll send you a letter. Thank you so
wait,
much.
so
Go ahead.
those
yes.
the website to get tickets,
Tickets.
etc. is what?
Well,
just
it's
go
one
to the
weekend
Walnut
only.
Hill. Yes, I'm gonna try to get this out at least on the website before you,
that'd be awesome.
or
That'd
at
be
least
awesome.
Yeah.
Before you
that,
close.
it's www.walnuthillcc.org
Okay.
/the-Mayfair-affair.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Maybe we can put that up with
Or
us.
you can just Google the Walnut Hill.
Yeah.
Walnut Hill, right.
Right? All right.
Yeah.
That might be a
There
little
you
easier.
go. Yeah.
So thank you guys for being with us.
Thank
I didn't mean
you.
to interrupt you. I'm
Oh, it's
so sorry.
okay. I got carried away.
And thank you guys, and thank you for joining us. We will see you again next week.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
night.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
night.
Thanks. Bye-bye.